everyone, it's me. Welcome back to my channel. I'm back on another video. We're here with some mess. Some mess. We're going to be reacting to Halle Bailey blast her man's ex, Ruby Rose, after Ruby exposed that he still wants her. I'm going to be honest with you. This situation has gotten on my last nerves. And not even because of the people involved, but because of the people on the internet. Y'all are so wishy-washy on the internet. It is ridiculous. Now, there's multiple layers to this, right? So, well, let's start with the baseline here, which is that we don't know these people. Okay, we don't know these people. We don't know really what's going on, which is being fed certain things from certain individuals, right? So the story goes, apparently DDG was hitting up Ruby while he was with Halle, right? And so Ruby decided to put out DMs from DDG. And so, of course, the internet erupted in flames. And there are literal petitions going around that people can sign to try to get DDG and Halle to break up. There are people that are now flooding all of Halle's posts, primarily on Twitter, literally just spamming, you need to break up with DDG. Listen. When it comes to people's relationships, we can have, listen, if things are presented to us in the public, yes, we are allowed to have a public opinion. But y'all sitting here begging and pleading this girl to break up with DDG is crazy to me, because I don't know, the way people have such strong emotions over other people's relationships, just I will never understand that. Again, everyone has an opinion, but for y'all to make it your day job to try to split these two up is crazy to me. Now, yes, obviously if DDG is mistreating her, isn't treating her the way that she should be, and he is cheating on her, then just from my own personal perspective, yes, like, they should not be together. Like, Halle is on a whole nother level at this point than DDG, and she deserves to be treated as such. And so if DDG is not treating her in that way, then yeah, I agree that Halle should do better and she should move on. However, again, like I said, there's multiple layers to this. For one, and yes, we've all been guilty of being stupid for a guy. We've all been guilty of overlooking red flags. And, I'm going to stick beside him. We've all been there, right? Where we might stick by somebody that we shouldn't necessarily stick by. And we tend to overlook things that we shouldn't, right? But at the end of the day, we don't really know what's going on here. And Halle, and again, we don't know her. This is all speculation. But Halle, to me, seems like the type of person that is smart and can assess situations for what it is. And if what DDG is saying is true in terms of, him and Halle have kind of been made aware of Ruby Rose and how she kind of does things like this, and how apparently she's been doing this for a while, but I guess this is the first time she's done it publicly. I think we do have to kind of take that into consideration at least a little bit, because it's coming directly from the source. Literally, both DDG and Halle are kind of insinuating that this is not Ruby's first time trying to start some mess with them. And so I do think people should take that into account. Now, like I said, if DDG is wrong in general for even still being in contact with Ruby. And so I want to put that out there as well. He is wrong for being in contact with Ruby Rose. But if the sources are saying, if the primary sources are saying that Ruby has a history of being messy and trying to ruin their relationship, I do think we should take that into account. On top of the fact that Ruby also doesn't have a great history and past when it comes to relationships, and how she deals with people and relationships when it comes to social media. And so I do think we need to take all that into account before y'all just start flip-flopping and jumping off the bandwagon. Because then if some more information comes out that this was all fabricated or made to look like something that it wasn't, then, you know what I'm saying? Then y'all gonna be flip-flopping again. But again, I also understand too that DDG is wrong for communicating with Ruby. And even the little part about, like, him talking to her when Halle and him are arguing, yeah, that is messy. That is very messy. He shouldn't have did that. I'm not saying that DDG is without fault here. I think it's just, and I have seen some other people kind of, bring up the fact that Ruby isn't a saint in this either. Like, it is really messy for her to be doing this, and she should have contacted Halle. Because, from my understanding as well, her and Halle used to actually be cool and be friends. And so, Ruby had the opportunity to come to her directly about some of these things, and she decided to just put it on the internet, which I think is messy. And again, two things can be true at the same time. DDG can be dead wrong for still be communicating with Ruby Rose and saying the things that he's saying in the DMs, and she can be just as wrong and messy for posting it online instead of coming to Halle directly. And so that's my 2 cents. We're gonna hop right into this video and see if we can get some more information about this.
Okay, you guys, so yesterday I reported how DDG's ex, Ruby Rose, was feeling some type of way because she thought Halle Bailey had her shirt on. Well, it looks like things are getting worse.
That's what, see what I'm saying? She did this because she had the same shirt on. Like, come on, y'all.
In this situation because she blasted DDG, put up some messages basically letting it be known that this man is still in her inbox trying to get with her. So he said, "You still in LA?" She said, "Yeah." He said, "Where you at?" She said, "Getting ready. How about you? You hitting me the day y'all argue is so you, LOL." He said, "LOL, you right. Let me go heal first." So he responded and he said, "I know it looks bad, but it ain't what it seems."
And that's how I genuinely feel. Like, the messages, that last bit in the messages, it does look messy. It does. But like I said, if the sources, if the primary sources, DDG and Halle, they're both insinuating that there's nothing wrong with their relationship, that this is what Ruby does, I think, like, come on. Like, I don't know. I don't like the fact that people are kind of ignoring that part of it. And it just goes back to the whole thing of, like, people want to believe the narrative that they want to believe. They don't care what the facts are. They don't care what the people involved are saying. They just want to believe their own narrative. People want to believe that DDG is such a crappy person, which he has been in the past. I'm not going to say that he hasn't had a history of being messy in his relationships, especially when it comes to social media. But also, it's like, why are we not taking into account what the people involved are saying? That's all I'm saying.
That be just evil. And then he said she's weird and been trying to get back with me ever since I moved on. Hence, she ain't got another end since. And she said, "You call me every time you see me with a new end talking ish about them. I'm single because I don't play that ish. You know that. That's why you went to the calm girl who will put up with it." And that's when
girl
got involved. And she said, "The devil is working. LOL. Please don't feed into the lies, especially from a third party. Stay blessed, everyone."
Like, I don't, because when Halle tweeted this, everybody in her comment section was just disregarding it. They're just like, no, like, you're being blind. Like, you need to break up with him. You deserve better. And it's like, she's literally telling y'all that this is a mess. And again, it's not our relationship. I don't understand why, even with all of this, people are still like, nope, DDG's still trash. Like, and I get that it's also kind of part of, like, internet culture today, where it's like, it's easy to kind of just, fixate and bash one person the minute they do something that seems a little off. But again, it's not our relationship. And if they're telling us that this is a mess, then it's probably some mess. But I don't know. Who knows?
And then DDG added, "Can y'all let my meat go now? Ruby is a weirdo. She's been hating on my relationship for years." And then Ruby Rose took to her Instagram stories and posted her song in his feelings.
Like, she's
now,
being messy.
If you listen to this song before, you know this song is about a woman who has a man wrapped around her finger. No matter how bad she does him, he cannot let go of her. Now, unless these messages are fake, I do feel like DDG does play both sides. I feel like he's with Halle, but sometimes he does dip back in.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that it's above him to do that. Plenty of men do it. Not saying I've personally experienced this, but I've just seen, men be doing that. They be having, literally having a side piece is normalized nowadays. It's like you have your main piece and then your side piece. And so, yeah, I'm not saying it's above DDG to, dip and dab when it comes to Ruby Rose and Halle. But I don't know. The same way y'all are speculating and coming to your own conclusion, I'm also coming to my own conclusion, just based off of what I've seen and seeing how he's been acting and treating Halle. I just do think it's different. I don't think that he would do that to her. But who am I? I could be totally wrong. This man could be horrible behind her back and behind the scenes. He could be playing her for all I know. I'm just saying what my opinion is.
Messages or DMs, tries to keep their foot in the door. Ladies, you know how these men can be sometimes.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's playing both sides. He wants Ruby Rose to look crazy, but like I said, I do feel like he keeps his foot in the door. So that's just my opinion. I don't feel like he's fully let go of Ruby Rose completely.
I don't know.
Just in case he wants to spin the block again. But I do want to know what you guys feel about this whole situation. So leave your comments below. Do not forget to subscribe, and I'll talk to you later.
Okay. But yeah, like I said, we don't know these people. I'm just saying what I think. I just would like to think that DDG has grown and evolved. I think a lot of times, especially with someone like DDG, who, you know, we've seen his growth and we've seen his past on the internet, and whatever you do on the internet follows you forever. And I think that a lot of what he did in the past has stuck with him, and so people kind of always want to revert back to how he used to be. But I would like to think that he evolved and he grew, and now that he's in a healthy relationship, seemingly, that, you know, he wouldn't do this to her, and that maybe Ruby is trying to be messy, or he could be, you know, acting terrible behind the scenes. Sorry, I'm trying not to curse. He could be, you know, mistreating Halle behind the scenes, and he could still, you know, he could still be trying to keep in contact. That was such horrible grammar. What I'm trying to say is, I wouldn't put it past him to still be in contact with Ruby Rose. Like she said, in case he wanted to double back if him and Halle don't work out. I hope and pray that's not the case. Halle doesn't deserve that. No one deserves that. But I'm hoping that all this mess gets cleared up soon, and that we can just move on, and they can just be happy, and Ruby can go be happy with whoever she wants to go be happy with. And yeah, because I'm tired. I'm tired of hearing it. I'm tired of seeing it on my timeline, and I'm tired of seeing people so adamant. It's just constantly, I see it constantly on my time, more so Twitter. I see it on Twitter, people just constantly saying she needs to break up with him and he's trash, and even the dumb petition that's going around, like, that's so stupid that people are that pressed to sign a petition to get her to break up with this man off of what? Off of one screenshot that they seem to both be aware of. I don't know, but let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm sure I'm going to get some people that are going to disagree with me. So politely leave your comments down below, and let me know what you guys think about the situation. Do you think DDG's in the wrong? Do you think Ruby Rose is in the wrong? Do you think Halle is being blind to all of this? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.